you need to do is identify a range. So I'll show you now with the tools that we have how you can identify that range, and then we can go over how you can trade that range. First of all, does anyone have any questions on ranges, how they work, what they look like in the market, just anything on ranges? Just let me know in the chat. Hey, Beef, yeah, Blowfin is non-KYC, so you can sign up with them. That's correct. And then ZA has some pointers there for you. Okay, cool. So we're all straight on what a range is. And now we can look at the past price action. So we'll go over, like I said, the market in the last bit here. Drop this down to the 30. And these levels that you guys see on my chart, for those who are unfamiliar, are from that support resistance bot that I just showed you. That's how these are put on there. And for those that also don't know, these levels are not random levels. They're pulled from 3 years worth of data. So they are very hard and fast concrete levels that like you can trust and rely. And they work like a charm. Like it's actually crazy when you put these on and you back test and you go through. So the first thing is identifying a range. And you can do that with our bots. Like this was the range before. And you could clearly identify that by, you can see here that like probably after these touch points, like this 1, 2, 3, you could have drawn your square here and your square here and been like, okay, price is bouncing here and it's rejecting here. You know, if it comes up here, I can look for shorts, and if it rejects here, it's like this is a confirmed range for sure. It's like you have 4 touch points where like clearly buyers are stepping in here, sellers are stepping in here. So now you can look to avoid doing business in the middle because you understand and you know what the psychology of a range is. So you know that a range is meant to chop the fuck out of you in the middle and take your money. It's meant to confuse you. You go long here, you think like it's designed to do that, and psychologically it will if you don't have patience to do business at the extremes. And so you can understand that and you can draw your range out and you can say, okay, I'm only going to look for longs down here in the market, and I'm going to sell those longs and TP up here and at the mid-range, and I'm only going to look for shorts up here. And I'm only going to look for longs at range highs if we confirm a breakout above like that. And I'm only going to look for shorts down here if we confirm a flip below of the level. And so that's just general range psychology and how to trade them. But now you can identify the range, and this is the last week of price action here. So let's go into 1 hour, just to make it look cleaner. So, right, we had that previous chart range kind of ended right here. And you can see now we had like a range like here, right? Like this square here was your range high. And right in here was your range low. And so we've now kind of formed a new range this week in here. So you could have had your touch points kind of right in here and then right here, and you could have been like, okay, this is clearly a range, right? Like this area here, we are seeing sellers step in. In this area here, we are seeing buyers step in. So the next time price comes into here, in these range lows, these range lows, and these range lows, we can look for longs, and vice versa. Up here, we can look for shorts. And exactly that happens, right? And then throughout the past week, if you were just operating on shorts at the range highs and longs at the range lows, you would have still printed money, and maybe not as much money as when we're breaking out and stuff, but it just requires a little bit more patience and discipline and stuff. And the other thing you can do in these times of ranging that we're going to go through today is back test with our bots. And I'm telling you guys, like if you spend the time to back test and you put in the work, if you're not taking plays, you don't always have to be taking plays. And I harp this on our Twitter, harp this in the Discord. You don't always have to be taking plays in order to grow in this game. You can back test and back test and back test so that like the next time we see specific PA or we break out, You are ahead of the game. You've spent those hours building yourself up as a trader. You've spent those hours honing your edge and your skill, or learning new ones in how to trade and identify this market. And so that's what I really want to harp today, is that like these downtimes don't have to be where you just kind of, you know, step off. And they can be like, don't get me wrong. It's good for the mental to not push in these times, but the people who want to be successful are the people who are going to put in that work no matter what the conditions are. And that work does not necessarily mean just trading and losing your money. It means building your skills, building your edge, refining your strategy and things like that. So you can honestly go with just the general trading view subscription level, depending on what you need. I think it has like 4 or 5 indicators, which is more than enough if you're starting. Yeah. So this is how you identify a range, right? Price bouncing from the lows, rejecting from the highs, and then you can just, it's pretty intuitive. And it can be hard to identify, but our levels really, really help you identify those ranges. So this whole week, you know, could have been shorting up here, longing down here. And we'll go through some plays in terms of like how you can use these ranges to also find the altcoin plays using the bots that we offer. So let's take a look at ETH. Generally the same thing, right? You have this general area here acting as your range high, and you have this here acting as your range low. You know, see if ETH is going to reject here again and continue to range. But this isn't where you look for longs in the market, guys. This is not where you look for longs in the market. You were looking to long down here, down here, down here, right? You were looking for shorts here. And this is what a range does. Looks super good, super bullish. Looks like we're going to break out. People start longing here, reverts. People think it's going to break down because the way the price action is designed, you know, keeps pushing down, sweeping liquidity, blah, blah, blah. Range lows holds, we move up. Looks like it's going to break out here. Well, what happens? And this was ETH staking news, and we still didn't break out. So that tells you a lot about the market. There's a saying that like it's not the news itself, but it's the reaction from the market that is actually the indicator of how strong it is. So again, we rejected here. You know, we hold mid-range now and we're pushing back up. So this isn't the place to FOMO longs. Longs are down here, longs are down here, longs are down here. So this is identifying a range, and you can see it's the exact same on the ETH. So let's take a look now at what happens at each of these spots and how you can even take this chart or your chart, whatever, and go and back test to really understand what you can look for in the market. Because the other indication, like I have on there, we'll go back to Bitcoin, that you can use to identify these ranges, help you know when to look for plays. It's the 30-minute RSI, right? Every time we're at range lows, and every time we're at range highs. Range highs, range lows, range highs, range lows, range lows. So you can see how this RSI matches up. And this is just a beautiful indication for you guys as well, just to add additional confluence when you're trying to draw your range out. Is look where the RSI is bottoming out. You bottom out here, you top out at the top of RSI, top out of the top of RSI, super oversold into this one, oversold just about into this one, not quite, oversold into this one. So that's just another piece of alpha for you guys to find and identify the ranges. But let's take a look now at how you can actually make money, how you can actually operate in these ranges. So, and this goes back to back testing as well. So these two kind of tie in, and we're going to take a look at this. But essentially here is like, let's see. Yeah, he's in here. Okay, cool. And guys, at any point, any question you have, this is the time. There's no stupid question. I didn't know what a fucking stop loss was when I started. Like, the only way I learned was from asking people who were more experienced than me. And that's exactly the position that you new people are in. It's like, or experience. It doesn't matter. Just any questions you have on ranges, identifying ranges with our tools, how to trade ranges. Like, now is the time for you guys to get these answered. Trust me. So how do you trade this? How do you make money with this? We know how to identify it. It doesn't do anything for us, though, if we don't know how to actually execute in this range. So every time price goes into range highs or range lows, you will have similar opportunities across basically the entire market. So one instance here that I actually noticed is like when I was just going through the bots today, we're nearing range highs here on the market, right? So one of the tools we offer, like I was showing you guys, is an RSI heat map. So this is going to show you all of the altcoins in the market. So altcoins are pumped. Like, this is the 15-minute chart for altcoins. Remember when I said you're not looking to long up here? This is the 15-minute RSI chart. And if people aren't aware of what RSI is, it basically just, it's this indicator down here that I was circling off. So basically every single altcoin is sitting up here on their RSI. The level above here is overbought. So mathematically, altcoins are overbought and are due for a pullback of some sort or a cool off. Doesn't mean it'll happen right away, but you're not looking to long when it looks like this. You're looking to short. This is like when it screams red, you're looking for shorts. When everything's down in the green, you're looking for longs. Very intuitive, very like green, long, red, sell. But you can wake up and you can come look and you can say, okay, market's super bullish. You know, crypto Twitter's going off. We're going to finally break this range. They were doing the same thing at all these range highs. Where are we? Okay, we're operating still within our range. You look at the altcoin market, it's extremely overbought. Like, the whole altcoin market is either neutral or overbought. So yeah, you know, I'm not looking for longs here. If anything, I'm looking for short triggers, probably on alts because they pumped a bunch. And we'll look at, like, again, this range here. Again, this range here. Let's take a look here and break down some examples. Actually, sorry, I think it's here. So we'll start here. So what happens when price came down into this range low? How could I have made money? First of all, you could have made money on Bitcoin. Like, we swept all this liquidity, we held range lows. You could have longed Bitcoin and made some good money. But the whole market also could have been longed. Like, the entire market could have been longed. You could have longed any coin down here, basically. But we'll take a look at a few examples. And this is how you backtest. So let's go to AIXBT. This was a coin that at the same time that Bitcoin was down there at that range low, so was this coin with triggers from our bot. So this is the 9th of February. So the 9th of February is this price action rate in here when we came into range lows. Again, the range was just forming a bit, so it was a little difficult, but this, like, you'll see range highs here also show you that they dump a shitload, they pump a shitload down here. This is when we came into range lows, okay? So what day was this? This is the February 9th. Now, the way you guys can back test, if you just go to your own charts today and say you drew up a range and you map this all out, this is February 9th. All you gotta do, come into here, go on, and I'll do up like a little guide for actually commands to search, but you can search, right? February 9th, let's go. And then let's go in. So this will tell you which channel in. So you can go in, and let's just look at the 30-minute RSI for alts. Now this will give you all of the 30-minute divergences on just the 9th. So it'll slim down your search results that you're seeing when you look in here. And you can literally just come into here and just click through, you know, endless pages of what happened on the 9th. And you can just go to your chart and look up any coin, right? Like let's just take a coin, usual. On the 9th, let's see what happened. So the 9th of February, right in here. This is the divergences on your 30-minute. So for those of you that don't know, a divergence is when price and RSI diverge. Your price is making lower lows. Your RSI is making higher lows. You can see the divergence there. Down, up. So at the same time that Bitcoin, and you can do this on any coin, backtesting this, and I suggest you spend some hours doing this because it will seriously hone your skills and give you an edge over everyone else who just takes it easy during these times. We made a bullish divergence, and all of these coins will literally be the same. You can see every coin is just making a bullish divergence. You could have longed any one of these coins, literally any single one of these coins. And if you can learn to identify when these opportunities come, you can make a shitload of money and have confidence in the market in these ranges that, okay, we're at range lows. This is the time where Bitcoin's probably making a 30-minute div. All these altcoins are making a 30-minute div. This is when I want to get involved. And if you longed any coin, you would have made bank. Like what did Usual do? Usual came down and put in, like this is just a random coin I just picked, 14%. But this is correlating the Bitcoin range lows with your altcoins. And I suggest you just take an hour, go and back test 10 to 15 different coins. Like Gods was another one. Let's take a look at Gods. Let's see what happened on the 9th. So this coin looks pretty cooked, I'm not gonna lie. This coin, yeah, this was a negative funding coin, so this had like an ungodly pump. So this PA it went 100% like a day. So let's not look at that one because that's just manipulated. RLC. Take a look at RLC. I see what I did there unintentionally. So RLC, the 9th. Can you guys see the div? You'll learn to spot these the more you backtest. You see that your price made a slightly lower low, while your RSI made that higher low. You see the divergence there? What did this do? 10%. Like literally any coin. Let's just keep going for the sake of this. Like we got Buzz, Grafane. But like this is what you guys can do. And it's super simple. Search the time, the 9th, and then just search 30-minute divergence. And just sit here and map out your divs, understand and build a, what's it called? Like a pattern recognition of these things so that when it happens the next time, you're like fully aware and you can execute on this. Where's the 9th? So the 9th is here, right? Price made its, sorry if there's noise right now. Price made a lower low. Your RSI made a higher low. Simple. Same time that Bitcoin came into that range low, you, like this range low here, every single altcoin we're looking at was an opportunity if you know what you're doing and what you're looking for. What did this one do? Pumped 40%. This didn't even retouch it. So, I mean, if you held it, like 48, 40, 30, ridiculous moves, you guys, like ridiculous moves. And whatever, we'll do one more just for the sake of this, like EDU. I'm literally just taking the first ones I see. EDU, where is the 9th? This one may have, I'm actually not really seeing a dip on this one. And again, like it's not going to be, unless this is actually. So divs are done by a candle body as well. And that's how they're picked out. That's how they're supposed to be done. I don't personally do them. I do them by wicks, but there's different ways to do the divs. Our bot picks them up by candle body. So you can see candle body closures and not these wicks here. Your price made a lower low. RSI, and this is the 9th of Feb here. Higher low. What did EDU do? Any point here. You know, an 18% pump. So I'm just showing you guys, man, like if you longed any coin, literally any coin in the market, you probably caught bare minimum 5% up to 40%. I just looked at 4 coins. You could go in and back test and look, like, take the time to look at these, understand the pattern recognition. These are all different alts. The entire market is 45 pages of 30-minute divs. The whole market was making bullish 30-minute divergences. Don't know how to trade these or what they are. We have the education section, and this is what these are for. But like, you had infinite opportunities to make money on this here. And you know what? Most people probably started shorting, got real choppy down here. Everyone got like, okay, we're going to break down. We swept all these lows. We held. And what happened? Like, if you know what you're doing, again, right? We talked about the 4 touch points. Boom, 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 boom. You have a clear range. You're not looking for shorts down here. The only way you're looking for shorts is if this breaks down and confirms down here. Sure, then play it level to level and go down. Until then, a range is a range. You are not looking for shorts here. If anything, you're TPing your shorts from here into here, and you're looking for longs. Like, think of how much money you would have made longing, shorting, longing, shorting, longing, shorting. You could have taken trades one day, literally just chilled till the next day, looked for some shorts, even one, looked for some longs, looked for some shorts, and just relaxed. Instead, most people are stressed. They're chopping themselves in here. They're giving back all of the gains from these crazy moves. And that's what this is designed for. It's literally designed to psychologically screw you up by thinking it's going to break out higher every time and break down lower every time. And in the middle, just destroy your port. So I want to teach you guys how to navigate these more difficult, tricky waters using the bots that we have. So I just want to pause for a minute and see if anyone has any questions, and then we'll dive into some more examples. Examples, questions, comments, thoughts, literally anything. On the ranges, on how to find for the back testing, all that. Definitely don't know it all, but I do my best. I've been using these bots for about 1.5 years, and I've been trading for, I think, coming up on like 2.5 years or so. So I do my best to help you guys as much as I can. The boy Woods was my mentor when I first got into this game, so he did exactly what I'm doing for you guys, and I'm more than happy to pay back the things that he's taught me and pass on the knowledge. No? All right, sweet. Well, let's jump into some more examples here. So we have, right, this was the 9th. LDO was another example that I had before I even just was like looking for the other examples, but like you could have literally been in, you may have got stopped here, whatever, but even if you just caught it to here, right? Again, guys, 17%. Take one of those trades and you're printing. Yeah, appreciate you as well, Reed. All right, so those examples are done. Let's look here at some bearish ones when we came to range highs. So this is the 7th, February 7th. So 7th was, should we just go to Bitcoin? When was the 7th? What price action was the 7th? All right, so this is the 7th of Feb. So this spike up here into the higher range high, this one here, this was the 7th of February. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points. Let's just say you were already long. Any coin, 1 coin, 3 coins, whatever. Market gave you infinite signals. And I want you guys to realize too, when you go and back test, that the signals probably were not just the 30-minute, right? let's just take a look since we have this. And I'm going to make that guide for you guys to search and backtest because I think that's actually super valuable. It's like our Monday range bot. So this is the thing, is like, I just showed you the 30-minute divergence bot. You will have Monday ranges that were sweeping Monday lows, and I can't see the Monday range because it resets every week. But you can come into here and so there's actually not that many that, well, look at this. I won't be able to see the range on it, but another trigger on that AIXBT. Again. So another trigger on this one, you would have had 2 triggers to catch this. This was probably the cleanest and nicest play. Okay. I'm assuming that this was the Monday low and this somewhere in like here was Monday high. So let's assume that this is the Monday low. You had a sweep of Monday's low with a 30-minute divergence put in below. Even if you didn't long down here, you could have longed on a reclaim up here. Like, you don't have to just pico long this, right? You see the triggers, you're watching this coin. Say you have the sweep of Monday low, which is your first trigger, and you have the 30-minute divergence. You could just watch this coin for the next, however many hours this is. I don't know, just say 5 hours, for instance, and take a long up here on lower time frames when this starts to reclaim, stops under here, whatever. Even if you catch it like up here on the pump and you take a long and you just put stops under here, like you're catching, that massive move. But that's just another, I'm just showing you guys the 30-minute divergences, but when you backtest, I want you guys to look at like a few different bots, and I'll lay out like a cheat sheet, to be honest, for backtesting, because I actually think that'll help a lot. But Monday range bot's another one. So coins were sweeping Monday low at the same time, and then also the other one is the OBOS bot that I went over, that I told you guys basically just hands you plays. So if we look at OBOS on the 30-minute, and you were to go through here, you could just see like AIXBT. So AIXBT, funny enough, it's going to give us every single one. And when you're back testing, you can do this too. You have the date, the 9th. You have a specific, actually, let's just do this. Go to the 9th, and you want to look up AIXBT. Just type it in. It's going to give you every alert from our bots of what happened on the 9th. So this is an easier way to do it, because now you have the OBOS was showing, where is AIXBT was a 27 read. Let's see if it gets lower. 27, 25, 25, 29. So yeah, you can see it bottom out here. It's giving you alerts when, yeah, look at this, 25 at the lows. So not only you were alerted here. So if you were using our bots knowing that Bitcoin's coming into range lows, you would have had an alert trigger here when we swept, saying Monday low was swept. You could have had your eyes on this coin as Bitcoin was in Monday's low, or sorry, as range low. And then you made a 30-minute divergence. You would have also got this in the Discord and been like, okay, we have a divergence below Monday's low. Either I can long here expecting it to reclaim Monday's low because we're at Bitcoin's range low, or I can wait for confirmation for it to reclaim. But then you also get a trigger on the OBOS saying that AIXBT is literally in the top 3 oversold coins. So look at this. We got our boy King David took a long, tight long on AIXBT. You know why? Because he's the king. He uses these bots. He sees these things. Funny enough, our boy actually took a long on this because he's seen exactly what I'm showing you guys in real time. And so you would have had 3 triggers to get long on this. This is just one coin. You can go and back test all these coins and see all of the different triggers, right? And you can start to build this muscle memory. You can start to understand the pattern recognition so that the next time these things happen, you aren't fresh to this. And guys, like, even if, like, there's so many ways to like build your understanding in this market. You don't have to put any money on this. Just see that there's all these triggers and just throw a chart on it as if you were going to take a play, and do that on 10 coins, right? Whatever, like target this 20% move. Like you're not probably targeting a 40% move, but like you don't have to put money on the line, you guys, in order to learn. It helps, it helps, especially build your psychology and all of that, because you have to overcome your emotions and whatnot as a trader. But when you're seeing these triggers on the bots, throw a chart as if you were to take a play. And if it works out, understand and journal why. What triggers happened? Why did you take that play? If it doesn't work out, journal the same thing. What triggers from the bot did you have? Why didn't it work out? Did Bitcoin lose the range lows and actually trend down when we went into it and break the range when this happened? Okay, well then these signals would have worked in any normal range, and it's not your fault. The range just broke. That happens. This is trading. That's why you manage risk. It doesn't matter if you take that loss. But like, I want you guys to realize that like when times are tough, like there are so many ways to continue to build yourself up. And if you actually are serious about this and you want to be successful, this is what the successful people do. I'm literally giving you a showcase of what the successful people have done to build themselves up, because I want you guys to do the same. And I know the Discord gets quiet. I know people don't want to trade. People aren't interested in the market, but like, we can back test together. We can share results. You can share analysis and stuff in the gold chat. And we can continue to build each other up even when the times are slow. Because when the times get good again, who is going to be on top? The people that are putting the work in, the people that are working in silence when everyone else is chilling. That's what I want you guys to be, is killers. I want you guys, when the market comes back, to be outperforming everyone else, because you've been putting in that work, because you're getting the tools and the know-how and the handheld walkthrough of what to do and what to look for. But yeah, this is just an example of AI XBT. This is another example of back testing, is just putting your chart on there. You don't have to take the play. Take it as if you would put money on it, and then see what happens, and then journal it, so that you do that 10 times, the next time it comes around, you understand that, okay, the last 7 out of 10 worked out and gave me really good plays. The last 3 didn't work out, and there was market reasons why, or whatever, they just didn't work out. And that's a 70% win rate. Okay, like, you have statistics to then feel comfortable to risk money. You can go from there. So is everyone clear on ways that you can look at coins and triggers and everything to backtest? Yeah, I would say what Reeve is saying is correct. Like, I would say what we have the most data on, and content in terms of teaching you what to look for, is the 30-minute divergences and 30-minute OBOS. And I think if you want to look for plays, just put your daily levels on Bitcoin. So come into here. So Kaladin, come into here. Subres majors. This is where you're going to find your levels for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and chart your daily levels, and then also chart your 4-hour levels, and just put those on your chart. And any that are overlapping, just keep the daily ones so that it like keeps the chart clean, but put those on your chart. And then what I want you to do is just time the 30-minute divergences that you're seeing on alts with Bitcoin coming into a level. So the same way as this. It's like, just chart it up. And if you're getting a bunch of bearish divergences on coins here as you're coming into resistance at the time, look for some plays. If Bitcoin is doing this and you're coming into support and you're getting a bunch of bullish divergences on alts, you can look for it then and time it with OBOS, and like just take the time to go and back test, like I was saying. Like, look at the market here, right? So maybe we're actually going to get a breakout now. You can see here that when we went over the RSI, it's like in overbought or oversold territory. It looks pretty healthy here. Like, this looks good. Like, we can actually break out. Had a lot of bullish news lately, ETH staking and all of that. So like, but like, I wouldn't just look to long, right? If we get this and we go to the next level and we reject that, We come down and we see this. This is where you look to long. You don't look to FOMO long here, but you look for this to now be flipped into support. That's your trigger to long, or at least look for longs. Let me clean this up. Because we've seen price action do this before in the range here. Everyone thought here, right here, everyone thought it looks like it's going to break down the same way this looks like it's going to break up. You need to wait for closures, and you need to wait for either it to give you a decisive flip into and then push into the next level, or come back, right? Like it's the same with this. When this broke down here, what you would have wanted to see is it like test this level and then reject like this in order to look for the range to definitively break, and you could look for shorts. We didn't get that. We reclaimed it. You can see even this wick retested it, and off we go. So just wait. And this is the best part, you guys. Like if you're if you're long here and you're long here, you're long here, and you're short here, and you're short here. Oh, my laptop's lagging. And you're short here. This range is going to break at some point, and you're going to get a big move. Now, you don't have to long up here and risk capital and stress about, oh shit, is this actually the breakout? Because you're already long down here. You're long range lows. That's the point. This is how you strategically and be calculated when playing a range. Because right here, if price was going to break down, do you know how many people probably went short here? This was CPI day. So many people went short here and got blown the fuck out because this was like a deviation fake out, and this trapped a bunch of shorts. You're not looking to be that guy who's shorting down here. We're looking to turn you guys into people who are short up here, chilling. You've taken good profits or even closed your positions. And then if it breaks lower, you're chilling. You're in shorts. The same way here, if this turns out to be just another deviation and not a flip, everyone who's chasing longs right here is going to get tuned in the same way these guys did. So, boom, let's go. Exactly. Look at that. 95,125. Perfect. Like, fucking Pico perfect pixel. I can't even, like, that's crazy. What was the low on this candle? 95,156. Damn, our boy is got a snipe. And you see what I mean? He doesn't have to stress about like, oh, should I long here? And then this thing reverts, and he's just that fucking fuel to just revert back to range lows. So that's the real point to this range stuff, guys, is that like you play the range until it's broken. If you're long from here, you don't care if it breaks out here, you're sitting comfy. You're short up here, you've taken profits. If it breaks down, you're chilling. You don't have to chase and be these guys who were the fuel for this, and vice versa. And I hope that that makes sense. I'm throwing a lot of info at you guys, but like we're going to record this so you can watch it back. And trading the market's ranging 80% of the time. That's like a statistical fact. I think it's like 70 or 80% of the time the market's ranging. You really, really, really got to dial in how to play the ranges, because it's the majority of the market. Like that, it's the way it goes. So yeah, I mean, throwing a lot at you guys. So again, any questions you have, any comments, let me know. I'll leave this here and I'll share this in the chat, and we'll see if this looks extremely strong. And I think with the ETH staking news and everything that's been going on, that like we can definitely see a legitimate breakout. And I hope so, for the sake of how boring this shit has been. But what did we get? Is there more today? I know there was a ton yesterday. And the best part, like, well, not the best part, but something too is, oh yeah, I seen that. Saudis are buying, boys. Let's go. Big, big money. So the best part is too, it's not the best part, I keep saying that, but if we break out, right, and we start playing level to level, we doing this, Then next week, I'll go over how to trade trending price action. And we'll be making a lot of money. We'll be having a lot of fun in the market because this shit sucks, but it doesn't have to suck. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. It does not have to suck. You can make a lot of money. You just have to be more patient, more diligent with your entries, and just know what you're looking for. It's as simple as that. You really, really, really just have to understand that range lows is where you look for longs and range highs is where you look for shorts, and just use the bots and confluences that we teach through Discord, through the chats, through YouTube, through all of it. I'm telling you guys that like when everyone is doom and gloom and like just losing all their money, you don't have to be that guy. You don't have to be that guy. We've all been there though, trust me. Like I've completely blown myself out of so many ranges during my time learning to trade that like I'm there. Everyone's been there. Like it's a struggle. Even me teaching this, knowing what I know, I still fuck myself up in a range. Like it's the nature of the game. But we're always trying to be better. We're always trying to give you guys the tools to succeed regardless of the market conditions. And so that's why I wanted to go over this today. And that's why I wanted to give you guys a little insight into how you can backtest and stuff. So that's all I got for you guys for today. And I just want to see if you guys have any questions on anything. It can be just psychology of trading, execution, ranging, trending, our bots, doesn't matter. This is the time for you guys to just ask literally anything, whether you're in with the bots and you have questions about them, or you guys are using the bots already and you have questions about a specific bot, doesn't matter. Just let me know. You're telling me every single person in here's just got it fully dialed, everything's good to go? Don't all jump at once, guys. Trust me, just any questions you have, like let me know. There's no stupid question. What bots do I like? 9 plus 10 is 20. Quick maths. No. What bots do you like? So my favorite bots are definitely the support and resistance on Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they are going to give you literally your general market outlook. So I just put a video out on the Twitter, which I suggest you go take a look at as well, because it lays out exactly this. Which is like how to build a daily bias with the bots. And you start by building your daily bias with this support resistance, right? You can log on and have a general understanding. Okay, today I'm looking for longs or shorts here based on these levels. So that's imperative. That's perfect. From there, when you reach those levels, I like to look at the 30-minute divergence bot and the OBOS, overbought, oversold bot, because that's going to give you your understanding of the coins to play at those levels, right? So I'd say those are the two most intuitive, the easiest to use for beginners, and the best for probably advanced traders. So that's a good question. Thank you. Yeah, so Panda Kong, the alt support resistance bot, we're working on a bot that's literally going to give you guys levels on demand for any coin. So you know how we only had specific coins in the drop downs. We're going to have a bot for you guys that literally any alt you want, you can generate those levels on demand for yourself. So because I miss that too. Like that shit's great. And also for the guys who are new, I've done 4 or 5 of these live streams and I've covered extensively multiple areas of how to navigate this market, how to operate with specific bots. I suggest you guys go to the YouTube and check those out. We've covered Monday Range bot, we've covered the OBOS bot, we've covered divergence bots, we've covered basically almost everything in here, right? So I definitely suggest, if you are unsure if the bots are for you, that you go check those out. And yeah, and then I also want to highlight to you guys, we're running a giveaway currently for all members to win cash, like free cash, that I suggest you guys check out inside of dev announcements here. It's this here. So it's a $500 cash prize giveaway. All you have to do in order to be eligible for this is join our Telegram group. This is like a marketing Telegram group where just all of our Twitter posts get automatically uploaded for you to click and go to the Twitter. And then you have to like, tag 2 friends, and repost this post here. It's just this, but on Twitter. And then all you got to do if you want to win money is just engage with our content. So like, comment, repost, support the brand, show your love, repost. And there's bonus points if you're posting your own custom Woodsbot content, like your own bot plays, your P&Ls, reviews. That's also why I'm giving you guys the tools for this. Like, my main goal is literally just to turn you guys into killers, no matter the market conditions, no matter your level of trading, no matter where you are in the world, what opportunities you may or may not have. You have this opportunity here with Woodsbot and this community and the bots that we offer to literally change your life. The next few years in crypto are going to get ridiculous with mass adoption, Trump, everything happening on the macro level. You really, really do have the opportunity to change your life, whatever your goals are, to get out of your 9 to 5, to buy your mom a house, to support yourself and your wife, your girl, whatever it is. I don't care. You have the opportunity if you grind and apply the things that I am teaching you today inside of here. When I first got into trading, I found Woods, and me and Dal, the other boy who runs this and operates it and owns it, we met Woods, and me and him were just grinding, me and Dal. And Woods took us under his wing. He taught me damn near everything I know, and so I'm here doing this. He's changed my life, like through and through. Like, I owe it all to Woods and Wealth Group for where I'm at in my trading career. And I want to give that back now to you guys. I want to give you the tools. I want to give you the psychology. I want to give you the know-how in the community to build yourselves up to do anything that you want. You really can achieve anything you want, especially with what we've built here. And this is just the start of what we're building. So a little bit of a motivational speech there for you guys. But yeah, this here, if you guys are interested, check out the announcements channel, enter up. 250 for first place, 150 for second place, 100 third place. This is going to happen at the end of the month. Get on the socials, comment, support, repost, like our content, show your love for the brand, and we'll show you love back with cash. So, and not only that, the people who stay active and the people who continuously do this are going to have the opportunity to potentially get access to our AI trading bot, win future cash prizes, be eligible for first bot releases to test them out, things like that. So you guys supporting us, we will always, always show our love back to you and support you guys. So yeah, boys and girls, that's all I got for today. Like I said, any questions, hit me up. Let me know right now. Stay on for another 2-3 minutes. And I appreciate every single one of you, man. Like, I appreciate all of you. This Discord doesn't exist without the community. So each and every contributing, thank you for hopping on these streams. Thank you for having the curiosity to be a better trader and, better yourself in this industry and chase your goals and do it with a community like what we've built here. I really do think the community we have is bar none compared to most that you see out there. This is truly a family. And so I hope you guys feel the same.